Right, evening everyone. It's 6:30. I said I'll be on here at 6:30. So tonight I'm going to cook marinated pork loin chops with some braised red cabbage, mashed potato and ratatouille. It's all stuff that we got in our store cupboards in our fridge in stock. Some of the stuff that needs using up. So what I'm going to do first, in Len. First thing I'm going to do is get the ratatouille on. So I need an onion. I want it I prefer it sort of cubed rather than fine. A couple of garlic cloves. Don't have to be finely chopped, I'm just chopping them up. I'll get a pan over, I'm just going to put some couple of tablespoons oil in there, get that on the go. I've already peeled and got the potatoes ready, so I'm just going to turn them on. So I've got them on the smallest gas. So I'll put the onion and garlic in. I've got a yellow pepper. I'm just going to take the pith out and the seeds. Then I've got a couple of courgettes, so I'm just going to top and tail them at the moment. And get rid of my rubbish. Right, with the ratatouille, I like it very chunky, so I'm just going to cut the pepper up into bite-sized chunks. They're coming out roughly about that. Oh, hello Nick. Hello Neil. Same with the courgette. I'll just cut it lengthways in half and then I'm just going down, cubing it up. With the onion and the garlic, I want to soften it up rather than fry it. I don't really want it to colour. Right, that's done, and then it's in with the courgettes. Bit of a stir in with a standard can of chopped tomatoes. I've got some mixed herbs, I'm just going to throw them in. Good sprinkling of that. Some black pepper. salt. Mix it all around. Then I've done it in a deep fry pan. I've got lid on, put the lid on there, and I can just come to boil. I'll turn it down and simmer it. Next thing will be the pork steaks that I marinated these about an hour and a half ago. There's just 2 of them. I just made the marinade up as I went along. There's some couple of pinches of crushed chili flakes in there. There's some dark soy sauce, some cider vinegar, and some honey. So I'll just flick them over a bit. Make sure I cut it on both sides, and they will take about 25 minutes in the oven. I can't put them in quite yet. Those that watched me earlier would have seen me making bread. The bread is actually still in the oven. It's got about 5 minutes to go. When that's done, I'll sort the 2 over. Right, for the red cabbage, I've got a whole red cabbage here. There's only 2 of us, so that's far too much. So I'm just going to cut that in half. Looking at it again, I still think that's a bit much, so I'll do a quarter of that. So a quarter of red cabbage. I'm just going to put that away in the fridge. I'm going to take that core out and get rid of the outer leaf that's been around for a while. Now I'm not going to waste this. I've got a stock pot over here. I'm just going to throw that in the stock pot for later. Another thing I find easiest with cabbage is I want to shred this. So the easiest thing I find to do it, when I was taught a long time ago, was to use a bread knife. So just cut it up fairly thin. What I do is I usually just go in and break it all up. Some of it has a tendency to stick together. So I want a great sort of thumb-sized piece of ginger. I actually get my ginger and I keep it in the freezer. It seems to work quite well from that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grate that, and being a heathen, I'm going to grate that. With the skin on. Probably enough, so I can put that back in the freezer. And then I'm going to chop up half an onion. I'm just getting my bread out. The bread's been in at 180 for about 35 minutes. This is where it's all going to go pear-shaped. So I haven't really got enough room. Right, so bread's out. Loin chops in, gives me a bit more room. I can't use other gloves. And when you tap it on the bottom, it's come out fairly small, this loaf. It was an experiment. It was some old flour I found at the back of the cupboard, so I'm not really surprised it hasn't risen properly. But I'll give it a taste later. I'll find something to do with it. And it's been a good 2 years since I did make bread. Right, so my ratatouille's come up to the boil. Looks like I'm going to have to. Actually, I'm probably going to smooth things around a bit. Right, next I'm going to do the braised cabbage. So I want about a tablespoon of oil in there. In with the onion and ginger. Just get that going. So that I've got some yellow mustard seeds, so I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of that into the pan. And I've got some ground allspice, which is right at the bottom of the jar, so I'm going to try get about a quarter of a teaspoon. So that's going around, and I'm going to add probably, it's going to be about 50 grams of golden caster sugar. If you've only got ordinary, it doesn't matter, which is sort of a heapish. Alright, I'm going to put the cabbage in next. And then I want about 150 ml of red wine vinegar. Turn the heat down, and I'm just going to let it do its stuff, and it will wilt down. So who have we got in the house still? Someone's watching. with the ratatouille, that looks quite a substantial amount just for the two of us here. But what I will do, we got the we have a load of the like takeaway containers, the plastic ones. So all I will do is when we had after we had dinner tonight, I will portion it up, freeze this down, and then what I usually do the day we're going to use it again, we want ratatouille or we're short of a veg, I can get this out. I usually defrost it for 2 or 3 hours, let it defrost, and then I zap it in the microwave for a couple of about 2-3 minutes on high with our microwave. It will just depend on what sort of microwave you've got. Give everything a stir to keep it all going. So what's everyone been up to? Are we all going out and to clap and cheer our key workers tonight? We will be. Christine says she's looking forward to dinner. She's watching me from the front room. Oh, camera's escaping. Looks like you could do with a bit more vinegar in there. Just a bit more in. Oh. Yeah, I've got an audience of one. Right, potatoes are on the boil, ratatouille's doing its thing, the cabbage is doing its thing. If you watch this on replay, if you put replay in the comments below, just tells me who watched it, if anybody. And if you feel the love, please reshare this either onto your timeline or as a, or with anybody else directly you think might benefit. This is a really quite a simple dinner. just using up bits we've got left at the end of the week. Oh, good evening, Lynn. Fancy seeing you in the house. So a recap, I've got loin chops. I've marinated them for about an hour and a half. I marinated them in some chopped up garlic, a couple of pinches of, two pinches of chili flakes, soy sauce, honey and cider vinegar. Oh, sorry, then it just nobody's talking to me. It just says two people watching. They're now in the oven. The oven's set to about 180 degrees, and they'll be in there for, they'll take about half an hour. I've got ratatouille on the go, which is just an onion roughly chopped. Hi Tristan, chef's in the house, I'll better behave. Ratatouille, I've got one onion roughly chopped, a couple of cloves of garlic chopped up. I fried them for a while, didn't want to particularly go brown, just to soften up. Then I added a yellow pepper, which I'd cut up into chunks, and two courgettes, which I've done the same, making them about the same size. Cut them lengthways and just chopped them up down there. Put that in there with a can of chopped tomatoes and a good handful of mixed herbs, pepper and salt. So that's on the go. And then I've got my braised cabbage on the go, which is half an onion chopped up, a teaspoon of yellow mustard seeds, a quarter of a teaspoon of ground allspice, and about 50 grams of a sort of slightly heaped tablespoon of golden caster sugar, but ordinary caster sugar would do, and you probably get away with granulated. It's just whatever you got to hand. Then I've tipped in, it was supposed to be 150 ml of about 150 ml normally of red wine vinegar, but I've actually upped that to, because it was drying out a bit. So that's just simmering away. The red wine vinegar is reducing. Potatoes are on the go because we're going to have mashed potato with it. The idea being that we normally eat about 8, but because we're going out to do the applause clap for the key workers tonight, when we brought it forward, so hopefully we'll get done, relaxed, and eat, relaxed, washed up, all in time for that. Hi Janet. So what's everybody else having for their dinner tonight? Anybody else eating tonight? All too scared of me to tell me. Oh, salad. Well, you did have a casserole earlier, I think, didn't you, Lynn? Just going to get the butter and milk out ready for doing the mashed potatoes. Just check on my pork chops. Out. Just turn them over for about 5 minutes towards the end. Oh, I've never used one either, Lynn. Is that a slow cooker type thing? Or is it more like a tagine? I don't know. Yes, we do make use of our slow cooker. Quite often use it, especially if we're going out for a whole day or weekends, or if both of us are working. I do the cooking. My choice, I do the cooking, I'll add. Just takes mind off work and everything at the end of the day, usually. But if I've got a long job on, I'm going to be pressed for time, especially in the winter, I'll put a casserole in there and let it do its thing. And if we go out on a Saturday, it's excellent for doing that. Except, it has become a tradition that we have a curry on a Saturday night, and I've yet to do a curry in a slow cooker, but I believe we can. Yeah, I agree with you, Caroline. All I do is if I'm doing if I'm doing a chicken casserole, I make the casserole up as I go on. What I do is, because I tend to cook the casserole with the skin, chicken with the skin on, I do tend to brown it first. But yeah, so meat-free meal, Iceland green of rice. Oh. But we did have a story once. Where were we going? We were going to a food festival in Melton Mowbray, I think it was, 2 years ago, maybe 3. When we decided for some bizarre reason that we were going by train, which is fine. But we got to Peterborough Station. I put it on, but Christine was going to turn it on. We were sat on Peterborough Station. I just had to say, did you turn the slow cooker on? No, so that actually ended up being Sundays. And we found something else to have that night. But yeah, slow cookers are great as long as you remember to turn them on. Right, we're just about there. With a mess of them. Right. Just drain the potatoes. I tend to put it back on the ring, just to let the residual heat take take the rest of the water out. Another butter. Don't let Christine see this. She thinks I put spread in it. Black pepper. Glass of milk. Yeah, we like this cabbage because it comes out quite vibrant. So there we have it. Marinated pork loin chop, braised red cabbage, ratatouille and mashed potatoes. Quite simple to do, not quite ready steady cook, but done in about 35 minutes. Oh right. Lynn's put something in there, then Christine's replied, I'm assuming it's because I put butter in the mash, but hey ho. Right, that's it. I've dished it up. We're going to go and have that now before it gets cold. Thank you for tuning in. If you feel it's been of value, please comment below. If you're watching it on replay, put replay in the comments below, and I'll be very grateful if you could reshare this out and about. So, see you all later. Probably catch you in at 10 or ish, depending whether you're hijacked again tonight. And hopefully I'll see you all out on the streets if you're around, and we'll catch during the key workers tonight. Thanks everyone.